everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Josie. Today I'm doing a DIY on my hummingbird. Now as you can see, I've done quite a large portion of it, but I will show you how I will put the beads on. And I do my animal jewelry art a little different than my other pieces. I tried to make them as realistic as possible. So anyway, I will lower my camera, but before I start, I have tried a lot of different glues with jewelry art, and I really like this art glitter glue the best. It dries clear. It is white, but it dries clear. And as you can see, you can't see any residue of glue. When I first started jewelry art a long time ago, I used a hot glue gun. I do not like that because when it warms up, like your temperature warms up, once in a while, you know, you'll lose a piece. With this, you do not. And I put it in this little bottle with a very narrow tip. And this dries pretty fast, so you always want to clear, wipe off the tip and put the cap on. Okay, I am going to lower my camera, and hopefully, some of you might think this is quite tedious. It takes a lot of patience, especially when you're working with, you know, small items. And on this one, actually this part here, I cut up a necklace. It was not perfect. And I like that. I just thought, oh, that's gonna look fantastic in my hummingbird. And then I bought these, they're flat on one side from Amazon. Also, I use these here for this portion. And you can get these in all different colors. They're great. I've used them when I did the horse and some other jewelry art. So what I try to do, I don't put a lot of glue down all in one time. Let's see, where do we want to start? Let's start right here. And I know it's, I appreciate comments, but there are times when people will tell me, you know, if, say I'm using beads that are on a string, they say, why can't you just glue them all down and cut them? You cannot do that. You don't want the string to show. It just, I put hours and hours into these pieces. And these beads are not always cooperative. But this is, as you can see, they take a long time. It's not something you just do in a couple of hours. And see, that will dry totally clear. That's what I love about this glue. With the hot glue gun, you don't get the same results. But sometimes, you know, you got to try. And I've tried several different kinds. And there was a couple other brands that they worked fine. But I've come to like this one the best. And you can, let's see, I think I got mine from Amazon, but I think you can get that from Hobby Lobby or Michael's too. This is how I do it. And I wanted to do some color, you know. The hummingbirds that I have here are mostly black. And then they do have this, you know, white part. So I wanted to give it a little color. I didn't want, you know, to be all black. And if you're not a patient person, I don't advise you to do this type. You know, you can do jewelry art where you're using, larger pieces. These are very tiny. And sometimes very stubborn. But I love doing it. I can just absolutely tune out the world when I'm doing this stuff. And with my crazy schedule, it's great to have something, you know, that you can just, like I said, tune out everything. And, you know, the little spots, I will fill them in with smaller pieces. That's why you always want to have different sizes. See, I have, I don't know if you can see that really well, but there's different sizes. And just fill this in. And I plan on also making another rhinestone pearl cross. I have made 2 of those. I sold one, I gifted one. And, oops. So you always want to have a glue that dries clear, because there are certain spots when you're working with tiny beads that you're going to end up with glue on the top portion. But this glue it's amazing. It's a little on this bendy side, but it's worth every cent. And all this is going to be filled in. What I like to do is, you know, do several rows and then let it completely dry. Like overnight. It dries within 20 minutes, but let it dry and then, you know, do your additional rows. And if you look at past videos, you can see the horse I did, and I put it on a wood back, you know, like a frame type thing. And I may do the same with this, because I didn't put the hanger part on the back of this before I started, for the reason I think I just would like to put it on the board. And you can go back and look at my video and see what I'm talking about. And the board that I bought for the horse, I think I got it at Walmart. It's really nice. It was in the, you know, the craft department where they sell the paints and craft paints and glues and all that stuff. They don't have a lot of wood items, but they do have some. They have some like heart forms and some really small crosses. Now, one of the crosses that they have in there, I think my very first cross, I used a similar form. And then I've, like I said, made some. The other two that I made were larger. So I'll do a little bit more and just kind of give you an idea. And I hope this inspires you. The main reason why I even do these videos is, you know, hopefully it inspires you to do something. I don't do them just, you know, so I have videos on my channel, because let's face it, not everybody is into crafts. So I usually get people who like this type of thing to actually watch. But I mainly do it because I like to inspire people. You need to find something that makes you happy and you can tune the world out. And so, you know, you can put the stress. We have enough stress in this world. There are times where you just need to say, hey, enough's enough, and do something you enjoy. So basically, that's what I do this type of video for. Because I do realize not everyone's going to want to watch me do jewelry art. But I love it. I've done, oh my gosh, I've done a rabbit. I've done Christmas sock. But this one does not want to cooperate with me. I've done several crosses. I've done several hearts. I've got my original heart, the very first one I made. I have that. I have given away a couple of hearts. I did a Christmas tree, and I sold a Christmas tree, oh gosh, last year. That was fun to do. And what I do, you know, when I buy jewelry to resell, I go through it, and I don't just pick out the junk either, by the way. Because some people think, oh, I just, you know, use, I've heard them say junk jewelry. No, I don't. To me, these are masterpieces for me. Maybe not, you might not think so, but they're my artistic, how I express my artistic taste. So I pick out appropriate pieces. I don't just say, oh, well, that's junk and I can't use it or resell it, so I use it. No, I don't. I know some people shake their head because I've actually cut up beautiful pieces of jewelry if it fits appropriately in what I'm making. So don't ever think, like I said, it's not junk jewelry that most people would throw away. It's not saying I haven't used, you know, but I've cut up beautiful necklace just because those particular stones and pieces went perfectly well in what I was making. And let's face it, you can only wear so much jewelry, and you can only sell so much jewelry. And if you enjoy being artistic, now as far as painting or drawing, I can't even draw stick people. I mean, I know I tell stories. I'm sure not everybody likes stories, but I'll tell you a story about when I was a freshman in high school. And one of the elective classes I signed up for, and I don't know why, but was art. Art 1. Well, we got into about second or third week. And I had a really nice, he was a really nice art teacher. He took me aside and he said, I think you need to talk to your counselor and see if you can transfer into a different class. Because he said, the rate you're going in art, you're going to flunk. So, it's kind of funny now. Because, like I said, I am artistic in a certain way, but it's not drawing. I can look at a piece of fabric and I have it designed in my mind and know exactly what it's going to look like. And the same way with, you know, with jewelry art. But drawing or painting, I am a failure. I am not talented at drawing pictures. So, you know, you choose what you enjoy, and you don't have to be perfect at anything, by the way. If you enjoy it, start creating. Let's see, there we go. I'm just going to do a little bit more before I turn the camera off, but I wanted to show you just how I do it. And like I said, the animals I do different than my regular jewelry art. The regular jewelry art, I'm using a lot of different pieces, a lot of different sizes. And I also do a 3D effect, which I put plain pieces on the bottom and then I put, you know, the sparklies, and I like that 3D effect. That's how I was taught years and years ago. I don't like to see the jewelry pieces just flat. But with the animals and the birds, I do them different. Now on the horse, if you, like I said, look at the video, around where the saddle is supposed to be, I use, you know, bright color, different type of jewelry. But the rest of the horse is pretty much with the flat beads. Whoops, that one doesn't want to cooperate. Because, you know, I want to make it as realistic as possible. And I've looked at, you know, all the different species of, well, maybe I shouldn't say species, but different hummingbirds. And in some areas, there's some really bright, you know, colorful ones, but the ones I have here, like I said, are mostly black, plus they have some color in the stomach area. So that's why I decided to do this one, like I'm doing it. Whoops, no, that one wants to flip. See, that's why when they want to flip like that, that's why you want glue that is going to dry clear. And with hot glue gun, you know, it's like instant if you don't get your beads down, and then it leaves the residue. And that's what I don't like. Okay, I'll do a few more, and like I said, I hope it's relaxing to watch me. I know someone said that they liked watching me do this because it was relaxing, so I don't know if it is or it isn't. But I like to show you just how I do it. hopefully, like I said, you'll try something like this. And you know what I really love is when different people send me pictures and show me what they make. And in the past, I've done a couple of videos, you know, showing their work. When I ask them permission first, though. I never will put your work into a video unless you've given me permission. Boy, that wants to be stubborn, doesn't it? And then, like I said, I've got smaller ones that I will put in between. And let's see, I'm going to put a tiny bit more glue right there. And anyone who knows anything about me knows I love hummingbirds. What I need to do one of these days is do a video on all the hummingbird jewelry that I have. You know, I have purchased a lot, and then I've been gifted some really nice pieces of hummingbird jewelry, which I appreciate so much. It's so kind. There we go. Like I said, when that dries, let's see, when that dries then, and I will do another video. Let me erase the camera. I will do another video when it's completely done and show you what it looks like. But that is my hummingbird. And I've been saying for I think the last year that I was going to do a hummingbird, and I finally decided I better get started on this. But so far, I like it. Let me know what you think. Anyway, I'm going to close down the video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.